What's up YouTube, it's Brandon from 3H Survival, and today I'm going over the Jackal. Everything I like about it after putting about 400 rounds through it, and the things that I don't like. So first off, what is the Jackal? It is a weapon system that is, how I would describe it, is a AR and an AK had a baby and created this beautiful demon of a firearm. What's so different about it is it uses a long stroke piston to be able to fire and charge the weapon system with every time you shoot instead of gas, which is super nice. Obviously the reliability of an AK in an AR-like platform. So as you can see here, it does in fact use an AR-like receiver. So you could use any standard AR receiver for the Jackal. Now with this one I did get the Jackal receiver from PSA or Palmetto State Armory, and I got this in two separate pieces. So if you buy it together, it comes out to about $1,450 with tax. Getting them separately, obviously this part has to get sent to a gun dealer, firearms dealer, and the upper will get sent straight to your house. With doing it this way, I was able to get it for I think $1,000 give or take. Maybe it was like $1,100, but still saved some money, which was super awesome. I also went with the UGG boot stock just because it kind of looks like a SCAR, and I wanted to go with the SCAR stock because might as well. I think it looks cool. I would say that it doesn't really benefit in any way over other stocks. You can't really tell a difference. Now it does have the ability to kind of move up on your cheek rest, which is nice. All you have to do is slide back and pull up, then slide forward. But when you're kind of firing, and if you use it quite a bit, it will kind of bump around and lock down. But that's not a big deal. I mean, it only raises it a little bit, and I don't need that to be able to shoot it effectively, so I just keep it down. It doesn't affect me too much. The biggest cool thing about this is the fact that it is collapsible, which is really nice. So this is a 13.7 barrel, but the flash hider is pinned and welded, so it does equal out to about a little bit over 16. So you don't have to have any sort of tax stamp for this rifle. You could just literally run it. Along with that, this gas block does have an 8-position little key on here, so you could change it if you're running a suppressor or anything like that. So I do have a suppressor on the way for this. It was a little bit hard to find one that connects to this one. I'm gonna have to get some attachments, and to be completely honest, I just went to my gun store and said, this is what I have. I need a suppressor that works for it, and they told me what I need to get because it was quite a bit and there's not a lot of research out there. So as soon as I get that in, I'll make sure that I do a video exactly what I got for it so you know what fits. Also, this is the newest version, so the charging bolt right here is the upgraded, and you could also switch this out to either side. I honestly prefer it on the left side. Makes it really natural for me. Some people like it on the right because they have lights and other systems on there. But for right now, I'm completely content with it being on the left, and it doesn't affect anything. So the only thing that I've really changed out on this so far, I got some B5 systems as my grip on the front and also my pistol grip, just because I like their stuff. I pretty much run it on all of my ARs and wanted to get them for this firearm as well. With that, it does feel really nice when you're shooting it because it is a little front heavy. As you can see kind of here, it does kind of tip forward. That weight kind of helps recoil a little bit. So it shoots really nice and flat, which I really do enjoy. I was going to go with the red dot for the sight, but I put the Strike Eagle on here, which is 1x8x24, and I like it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I kind of threw it on there to be able to shoot it a couple times and be able to do this review, but I'm going to keep it on it. You know, for 100 yards, 200 yards out, I had absolutely no problem with this, and I did do some looking into this firearm before I did buy it, and you know, there's some people out there that have shot at 600 yards. Now, would I choose this to shoot 600 yards? No. But in that 300 yards under, this is a perfect firearm for that. I have no issues at all being able to fire that, and this is the scope for it. Also with that, I can turn on the reticle on the inside to turn it red, so I'm able to clearly see in any situation, and all I have to do is to turn this into a red dot optic. Or another kind of reticle is to keep both eyes open. So whenever I am going and getting my sight picture, if I keep both my eyes open, I could see everything without it zoomed in and very easily be able to identify a target and take it out of close range. That's something that everyone should be practicing with. Obviously, if you don't know how to do it, just put your cap on at the front so that way you can't see through it, and then practice like that. I could still see my target with my left eye, and it kind of forms together in my scope to be able to see everything. Even though this is completely closed, I could still be able to fire and hit a target that way. If your optic does not have a fancy little cover, you can just use duct tape. Any type of tape will work, and practice with those things. I've done that with my pistols, pretty much any optic that I had, to be able to get comfortable being able to do that for this type of thing. So with the piston gas system, I've seen a couple people in the reviews on PSA's site that they were having problems with ejection issues, which I have had absolutely none running this firearm. And I'm not necessarily very nice on my stuff. I kind of throw it around and use it, we will say. But I did not have any issues whenever I was firing this. I actually have a video of the first shot that I did with this, and also I'll put up right now the video of me shooting it with the stock collapsed, which was different. It felt super awkward to do because obviously I'm used to AR platforms, and shooting like that just didn't feel right to me. But it works fine. You'd be able to do it, but I prefer to have the stock out. Obviously, if you want to get any sort of sight picture and be able to shoot something far away, it's going to be the best with the stock out. And getting comfortable being able to adjust it with these two buttons on the back and getting the perfect length. It actually goes out really far too. So getting that perfect kind of length for you to feel comfortable really does help be able to shoot this firearm effectively and be able to be on target. So with all of that being said, what are my final views on the Jackal? For a $1,000 rifle with everything that it has, it actually surprised me. Now this one is in 5.56 or 5.56, and I really enjoy it. The only thing I didn't necessarily like about it was the fact that it was a little bit hard to find a suppressor for, but that's not an issue for everyone. Also, I really like that they do have the pin and welded. I would have probably went with the 13.7 without it being pinned and welded, and I would have just got my SBR license for it and put on a flash hider that works with the suppressor I have. But with that being said, I'll just get another suppressor. It's fun. I'll have the ability to run two suppressors instead of one. And that was the only issue I really had. Everything that it said it could do, it has done miraculously. I feel like the other companies, I honestly went into the gun store to buy a SCAR. That's what I wanted. It was one of those firearms to where whenever I started getting into firearms and prepping and things like that, I've always wanted one. It's been like my one that kind of held close to my heart that I've always wanted. Everyone has that dream kind of firearm, and went in to get one, and he was like, don't do that, get this. And I will say that I have no need for a SCAR anymore. This has filled everything I needed it to in my heart, and I will be hanging on to this firearm and using it quite a bit more, especially when I get the suppressor in. Also, the ability for it to take all my AR magazines is just a major plus for me, because I have a ton of them laying around. So would I put this on my list of things to buy that I 100% could rely on in case of an altercation or a live scenario to where I need it to work every single time. My answer to that would say that I haven't really had the amount of time behind it to tell you that this is the only rifle that you need. Obviously, I have quite a few of them, and I have the one that I pretty much carry every single day that I know is going to work whenever I pull that trigger and absolutely need it. Now, so far, anytime I needed this to go bang, it has gone bang. And it has gone bang very well. No jamming, no issues at all. But I personally, to give advice on something that could possibly compromise someone else's life, I am not comfortable saying that this is the one to go with yet. Now, I'm going to absolutely spend the time with this, and I will definitely update you and everyone out there very soon. But so far, this is a great way to get into this piston-driven system for $1,000, and it works great. It does exactly what I wanted it to do. I am not disappointed at all. I actually probably would have spent more money on it. So they're doing a great job, and I feel like a lot of companies are going to have to up their game after PSA going after something like this. I've shot a couple of PSA's AR system, and they're okay, you know, for that kind of cheaper kind of AR build, but this is something they have going for them. For sure, this is a game changer in the industry, and I love it. So if you're wanting to get something cool, something that'll turn some heads and look cool sitting in your truck, this is the one to go with. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you would like to help me out, all you have to do is leave a comment down below on stuff that you would like to see me go over, or any ideas for upcoming stuff. I have a ton of stuff already planned out, but I want to be able to make the best content for you guys and have your insight on this channel, because I'm realistically making it for everyone else. I made this on something on the side, along with obviously my tattooing channel, which a ton of people watch all the time, and this is something I'm also passionate about, so I want to be able to be more personal with my comment section, and you know, be able to go over things that are able to help you guys out. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so I'm able to keep doing fun stuff like this. And remember, stop bitching and complaining and start prepping and training. And you guys have a wonderful day.